Welcome to Echevarria Travel. This is your host, Cheryl Echevarria, bringing you the best in travel news and interviews with travel partners. We service all U.S. clients since 2008, specializing in premium and luxury travel, 55-plus travelers, those with mobility disabilities, and of course, our veterans. We offer all destinations from around the world. Come along and listen to Cheryl as we talk all things travel.
Good morning, everybody. Cheryl Echevarria of Echevarria Travel, and this is Sunday, August 28th, 2022. How is everybody today? For those that follow me, I hope you got my link yet on Friday about the christening of the Norwegian Cruise Line Prima. It was yesterday. It was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was fantastic, and I'm going to give you updates on that today, especially the ones that could not attend at all. So for what happened yesterday, if you've been following me for the longest time, since day one, me and Nelson have been in love with, in our mind, the #1 contemporary cruise line in the world. That's not they're in between the family like Carnival and Royal and Celebrity. They're more on the Celebrity side than the Carnival and Royal. But they are great for all families, the Norwegian brand. And we've sailed on almost every single one of them. We've been on almost every single christening of the ships. If you've seen my videos, the last one we were on was the Norwegian Getaway, and the godfather of the ship was Pitbull. So we've been on many of them, and we love Norwegian. We love all our travel partners, but that's one of our preferred top 5 cruise lines out there. And for those that don't know, I've been good friends with not only the president, the current president, Harry Summers, I don't know him yet, but the former president, Andy Stewart, and the senior vice president of sales and marketing, Camille Echevarria, were very close with me and Nelson Echevarria Travel, especially getting Norwegian Cruise Line more accessible to those with disabilities. And I think the last 10, 15 years, even longer than I've been working with them, they really stepped up the game before everybody else has done. Now, Norwegian, a little history, Norwegian has been around 55 years. They started by one gentleman from Norway, and it's blossomed into this gorgeous conglomerate of cruise lines. Norwegian Cruise Line Holding CEO is Frank Del Rio. If you've heard of him before, he used to be, or currently is, the president of Oceania Cruise Lines, and he helped build that cruise line up, and it's outwitching Oceania and Regent in a few minutes. But in any case, Norwegian Cruise Line he's been his baby for the last, I have to look, it's been a while now, Frank, I'm sorry. I forgot that he was the first ship. When Cuba opened, he was on the front of the ship, sailing into Cuba for the first time in almost 50 years, because he's originally from Cuba. So it was a proud moment for him when Cuba opened its doors to sailings from the U.S. So right now, they're doing limited sailings. We're not on the major cruise lines, on specialty expedition cruises. So if you're interested in going to Cuba, let me know. Getting back to Norwegian Cruise Line and Norwegian Cruise Line Holding. Like I said, it's Norwegian. They're contemporary, mostly for everybody, from the young to the old. If you're looking especially for that resort-style cruise line, you don't want to, you can have the resort style, you can have the family style, you can have all kinds of styles on Norwegian. They were the first to have freestyle dining, Broadway shows from Broadway. and so many other things they were the first in the cruise line industry to do. So when you leave for a cruise line and those are some of the things you like doing, they are the ones to do it. There's also Oceania, like I mentioned, that came aboard with Norwegian, and they are more contemporary luxury. So they're the next step up, but small luxury travel, affordable. They have the same, not the same, but if you want a more of a luxury brand, Nelson and I have done ship tours. We haven't done an actual fam or travel agent sailing on Oceania. I hope to do that in the future, but they are great, especially for foodies. They have a Food Network kitchens on there. And if you love Jacques Pepin, he's one of the head chefs or chefs that give influence to the cruise line. And there are many sailings that you could actually contact me about, and we can hook you up with the chefs that are going to be on ships. And you can cook along with them and so many other things. And then we have the small luxury, all-inclusive, top of the line, Regent Seven Seas. And they're all under the Norwegian Cruise Line holding. Just like Carnival has 19 cruise lines under their umbrella, Royal Caribbean has 3, Norwegian has 3, and then you have the independent cruise lines like Virgin, MSC that are privately owned and operated. So those are the other cruise line. And there are so many around the world that you don't even know who owns them. And I'm going to say 90%, I'm going to say 85% of the cruise lines out there are under Carnival's umbrella because they have the most, they are the largest cruise line corporation in the world. So there you go. Anyway, yesterday, I'm getting a little long-winded, I'm apologizing. Yesterday was the christening of their newest ship, Norwegian Prima. Is she different? She's different, she's influential, she's gorgeous from what I could see. Right now, she had her christening in Iceland. As I mentioned, the original founder of Norwegian over 50 years ago, is from Norway. He no longer is with us, but his daughter was represented at the christening. And that without this man, unfortunately, I forgot his name, but it will be in the description of this video, so forgive me for not remembering. A lot of things went on yesterday. Should have took better notes, but I didn't. I apologize. But his influenced not only Norwegian, but all the cruise lines that they are today. And you'll see a lot of that about this ship. Katy Perry was the godmother of the ship. Oh my God, was she beautiful. At the end, not only did she christen the ship with the famous champagne bottle that they did inside Norwegian Prima in the theater, but they also had her sing over an hour's worth of all her songs, including at the end, she did Fireworks and Roar and I Kissed the Girl. So if you know all those songs, it was great. It was by invitation only. I will see if there was anybody that actually took snippets of the christening, and I'll add them to this video here. What is different about Norwegian Prima? The design of her. They actually, if you've been on a cruise ship before, if you haven't, the main deck or the activity deck or whatever you want to call it, promenade deck. That's, excuse me, I gotta think of it. Most of them stop in the middle of the ship and you can't walk all the way around it. They've actually taken the ship engines, instead of having it at the front of the ship, they put it in the middle of the ship. That way you're able to walk around 360 degrees around the promenade deck. You can walk around it. You can eat out. They have some great, almost all the restaurants that are on Norwegian Cruise Line. Not only can you eat inside, but you can eat outside on the promenade deck, including Greek, Mediterranean, Cagney Steakhouse, and so much more. They have the new Cloud9. They used to be called the Havens. Now they're called the Cloud9 Suites. They have spa treatments with 17 different types of saunas. They, oh my God, there's so much and so much I want to bring you. The rooms, from everything from interior, ocean view, and balcony, have been upgraded, and the designer Studio Dadi, they're actually in Miami. It's one of the designers of the Prima. Miami, you just got a brand new cruise terminal just for the Prima. She's gorgeous. She will be coming across, sailing her transatlantic, heading into New York for her first stop, going to Miami. She'll be in Miami for a couple of weeks, and then she'll be out of Port Canaveral from December 2023 through March of getting ahead of myself, December 2022 to March 2023, and then she heads back over to the Mediterranean. So remember, you can do any of the cruises that you want to do with Norwegian, and take advantage of it, because right now Norwegian is one of the #1 contemporary cruise lines in Europe. Epic is out there, and the Europeans just love her. So Prima will be doing the late spring through the summer sailings, and then she's back in Miami, and then she goes to Port Canaveral and over and over. Her sister ship, the Viva, is coming out in 2024. They just actually, 2020, I'm getting my 2020s confused. She's coming out in 2023. She's been pushed back a little bit for dates because they just work schedules with COVID and everything else. I know we're still, don't like that word, we're coming out of it, but it did influence on when things we get done. But she's coming out in 2023. Again, she's going to have a christening overseas, sail over, and she's going to be the first cruise line to port out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. She's going to have a home in San Juan, Puerto Rico. As you all know, Nelson, not me, is Puerto Rican. So guess where we're going in 2023 or 2024? And she is sailing the Southern Caribbean. Most Southern Caribbean cruises sail out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami. But for a short flight from either New York, which is less than 3 hours, from Orlando, less than an hour, decent flights, uplifts all across the country to our almost 51st state. I don't know if we'll ever see that, but Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., and sail with us, come along with us on both ships, because we will be doing not only the Prima, but we will be doing the Viva, as well as the new Carnival Mardi Gras. But that's a different thing, and we hope you did see my interview with Katie Rose Freeman last week about Carnival and all the updates. If you did, please like the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us some comments on Facebook. We love how you post and say happy birthday about, or an engagement or something like that that's going on personally, but really word of mouth and liking something, even if you're not traveling at the time. We got multiple events going on. We got multiple groups going on. This is for you and for us. The more that you love us, the more we can do for you. And we will be having cruise nights. So remember, these are online events. We need you to respond to them. You're either gonna get it through YouTube, an invite, through your email, through your text messaging, all depending on the type of communication you requested from me. And sometimes it's the same thing 3 or 4 times. I'm sorry, because people don't respond to me, and I thought I was your favorite travel agent. I hope we still are. Serving you for 15 years and growing. Contact Echevarria Travel. We service all U.S. citizens from sea to shining sea. Not only land, but ocean-based cruises, river cruising, expedition cruising, and so much more. Take care.
Is a travel professional and can be reached on all social media and can be contacted at 631-456-5394 or reservationsn@echevarriatravel.com.